All right. We are back with Famicom Wars after a kind of a rough stream yesterday. Hopefully it goes better this time. I do only have one here left on the map, but I still have one more really hard mission, I think, afterwards. But we're close. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who has the greatest army of them all? We will see. So we've got airports, so my typical strat is probably going to apply here. What's rough about this one is they start off with more buildings than me. So I'm just gonna have to push hard for more buildings. I guess it'll take a while to get to buildings, but it's gonna be tough in that regard. Oh, timer, thank you. Infantry, infantry, infantry. I can afford a copter. Do I buy one yet? I feel like... I mean, I can just buy it next turn. You missed the start. Oh no. Yeah, this is the second to last map. Last one that we can currently see. Yeah, I already played 3 whole games. The AI beat me each time, Suji. You missed it. In the last 2 minutes. Double APCs already. Oh, because they have so much more money than me. That's what's going to be tough here. Oh shoot, I got animations on. Dude, it was a bummer. I was checking my footages. Because of OBS crashing and me not getting even the recording working, I missed half of me taking the enemy base. Oh well. You see part of it. And then, of course, I stopped as soon as I could afterwards. What am I looking for? Options. Apparently pushing select on the option screen just takes you right back. When you're on the all set button. Yeah, kind of. It's not like... you see part of it, but a chunk of it is missing, which is too bad. I think I'll just... Well... trying to think of how to push here. I think, for the sake of having numbers right now, I'm going to focus on infantry instead of mechs. But I'll switch to mechs eventually. I maybe should have put one in the air right away. Yeah, that's exactly how... Well, the VOD goes like a hair further, but not much. Neither of them show the footage of me chucking the bomb at the guy. Yeah, I know, I saw that. There's actually a bunch of Hamtaro GBA games I have to play, too. I don't know much about Hamtaro. There was like a chunk of period where my younger sister was like... thought they were super adorable, but... I never actually saw much about them. You don't remember that? Yep. She never, like, I don't even think she watched that much. She just was, like, it was, like, a few months or something. I don't know how long it was, but she was just, like, thought they were the cutest thing ever. Was it Alpha Dream? I didn't actually know that. I didn't look that closely. Yeesh. They're loading up quick. It's because they need to go far. That's why they're doing this. But they've got the advantage on me. Maybe I should have loaded up turn 1. I'm wondering about that last stage. I feel like my strat has got to be just, like, overwhelming with infantry numbers, right? Doo-ga-doo-doo. I think I'm just gonna push forward more. Do we go for mechs already? What's nice is if I can take this bridge, that'll slow them down. Although that's pretty close to their base. I guess I could try to take both bridges, but... Oh shoot, I don't even have that much. This is rough. This is gonna be a rough start. I have less money than I was hoping I would. Just do a mech and then leave some extra cash. Hamtaro had a show that aired on Cartoon Network. That might have been where she saw them. Probably gonna see me that a promotional set of Hamtaro cards. was a whole visual novel. I didn't realize it was a visual novel. Actually, that is kind of crazy. Of Hamtaro. Pulled out my Mario Bros. Duck Hunt dual copy for a shot of my summary video. Because that's the one I owned as a kid. That's how I played Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt. So I've had this one for a long time. Actually, I think this was at my grandpa's for a while. But then he gave us the NES. I had it, I think I might have even had this when I was even younger, but we gave it away or broke or something. Oh, you bought this card? Okay, so this is one of the ones you bought. Okay. So it's not the one that Grandpa had. Grandpa only had, what did Grandpa had? He had a baseball game and something else. E-reader game's a lot bigger than you expected. Each of the 3 Pikmin mini games, you can expect like 3 hours of gameplay. Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, that is kind of surprising. Only had masterpieces like Blades of Steel. That's still the funniest name for a hockey game that I've ever seen. I think I pushed the helicopters to go past the bridges right away, and then the rest of the infantry can deal with everything before. I just realized I put no one on that building next to me. I kind of meant to do that last time. Only one airplane this turn. Is this enough infantry? I'm worried I actually didn't make enough now that I'm looking at it, but I guess I'll get it eventually. It's just it could be slowing me down. I just think it's important that I take into their side ASAP of the river here. Although they're actually coming up really fast. We had an NES when I was like a baby, but I don't remember it at all. Pikmin 2 mini games are a huge gray area, as you can technically call them like DLC to Pikmin 2, since you need the game to. Oh, really? So you have to have like the connector cable and everything. I'm gonna have to I think I'm gonna have to modify my GBA to GameCube cables because they don't let you charge. And if I want to stream, I'm gonna run out of batteries, but I think you can just take them apart, and it works. You basically have an empty chip floating in the air, but you can plug it into the power socket if you do that. They had Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt World Class Track Meet, but you didn't take it. Yeah, that's another one of the collections they did. I can't remember if I got the name right, but the one I was talking about before was Nintendo World Cup. That was the one that wasn't, I think, a Nintendo title originally, and they slapped the Nintendo name on the Western release. Also, I don't like the fact that there's a helicopter. Oh no, he just dropped someone off. Okay, never mind. Oh, they're gonna be aggressive right away. That helicopter is gonna fight my helicopter with dudes on it, which is kind of bad. So that's gonna weaken me a lot. Man, they have so much more money than me. This one is a rough start for red, man. I feel like playing as blue here would be 10 times easier, especially against the CPU. All right, so I've got a choice here, because they're almost certainly gonna attack me. I actually might start dropping off my mechs already. Or my, oh, you can't drop them off on the bridge? That stinks. Or my infantry, actually, I think these guys have. Just to try and, slow them down, I guess. Well. Maybe I'll wait one more turn with him. They're already getting... Oh, this is scary. And I didn't get a helicopter one of my turns, so I'm going to be a little short. Maybe I should have dropped him off still there. Okay, getting more money for me is good, though. Finally taking this darn base. Oh, they require Japanese GameCube? Yeah, that does sound complicated. I have a Japanese GameCube technically, but the disc reader's bad on it. I don't have an e-reader either. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. E-reader games I was planning on mostly emulating, but I didn't think about the ones that were hooked with GameCube games. Yeah, I might just have to play with an emulator or stuff like that. Sounds like a pain to set up. I don't know, is it easier to do on a homebrewed GameCube? Because I have a homebrewed GameCube now. Or is it still tough? Because of just the hardware restrictions. So their helicopters are going to be kind of a pain here. Oh, the e-reader itself is region locked too. And the only version... Oh, the Japanese... Okay, yeah. Unless, again, there's a way to do it. Okay, so they are attacking this guy, which is a bit of a pain, but that's how it's going to have to go. Yeah, I could do some research. Assuming they're going to bring that helicopter probably up north to those buildings. Yep. Doo-doo. Yeah, I know on the GameCube itself, there's a wire you can... hook up, like, physically to switch the region, but I don't know if it's doable software side. I just don't know. I need to look into it more, I guess. It'll be a little while before I get there, so I still got time, but... Can't procrastinate everything, or else I'll end up like right now, where I just now realize I can't play Game Boy games on a GBA EverDrive. At least not natively. Because of hardware reasons. Thankfully, this game is taking a while. Yeah, I guess that is a plus. Uh-oh. I need to drop a helicopter off there ASAP. Well, no, wait. That guy doesn't have a dude on him. He's going to probably try to pick someone up. It shipped, like a week after I ordered it, which is kind of annoying. Let me look, see if I have an estimated date yet. It shipped 5 days ago, and it's coming from... Actually, I don't know where it's coming from, because they were, I think, Ukrainian, but maybe they've moved headquarters, I'm not sure. I don't really see... Okay, I have a tracking number. Yeah, oh yeah, the last stream was so scuffed I didn't even make a big deal out of it. We did pass 30 hours yesterday, the first game to hit the 30-hour mark. Your UPS... Oh! I don't necessarily... I mean... It seems like it's actually close already. Okay, that's good damage to their helicopter. I guess I'll just drop him off here. Again, it's going to be a little scuffed at first, but hopefully as the numbers start climbing, especially with mechs coming in, it'll start going better. Will we get to 40? Probably not with this game. I don't think so. Unless this last level is really rough, which it could be. It looks pretty rough, but we'll see how long it actually takes. You know, I might... Can this guy reach this building down here? I don't think he can, because... Oh, he can, because of the... Even though there's trees. Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, if IGN can't beat it, I'm not too worried about it, but we'll see. You guys see that infamous clip of the guy playing Cuphead? That hurt to watch. Alright, I think I have enough money now for Copper Mechs every turn. Yeah. The journalist playing Cuphead, and it was like, couldn't figure out how to dash in the air, basically. A part of me is slightly sympathetic, even though maybe I shouldn't be. Because they have, like, they're always pressed with deadlines and getting their reviews out and having the you know, the first review so that people click their site. So they don't really have the time to get good or to go through everything in games, you know? So part of me is, like, somewhat sympathetic, but then I look at a clip like that and I'm like, you gotta be better than that, though, right? So I try to be understanding, but when I watch a clip like that, it's kind of hard. Yeah, they don't like that these guys are gonna start trying to take bases. Yeah, I mean, some of them probably at least at some point had some passion for games, but yeah, they're probably often hired for the writing purposes as opposed to anything else, especially nowadays. Ugh. Yeah, so at first this is going to be hard because all of their units are going to be hitting my guys pretty continually, but hopefully, as I keep applying pressure, I'm able to make it work. I just get worried about how often reviews get put out for people that didn't even finish the games, because I feel like you can't, I don't know, you can have an opinion on a game without beating it, but I feel like to have like a really solid opinion of a game, you have to have beaten it. A later part of a game could be better, it could be worse. But yet, trying to get, you know, a 100-hour game review out, or game for 100 hours by the release point is not easy, so. My score for Dragon War changed because of the late game grind, yeah. Sometimes I still think about bumping it back up to a 7, though. I feel like I've given too many 6s. Sort of, for the time, it deserves some forgiveness, sort of bump up in a score. Not sure, though. My journalist that played the Wii on the news when it was new for the first time, and they would use the Wiimote like a real sporting equipment to actually break the TVs. Yeah, that was a big thing, people breaking TVs. It's always painful, too, and I get, like, what do you do at this point? I remember seeing the review for Skyward Sword, which, mind you, does still have issues with its, motion controls, but they never realized that the aiming was relative to where you start. So if your hand is like this, then just you aim like this around your TV. You're not actually pointing at a point on your screen. It's just moving right, moves right, moving left, moves left, which I actually think is a better way of doing gyroscope aiming. But they didn't realize it and played the whole game wrong. But at that point, you know, do you replay the whole game just to change your review score? Ugh, that sounds terrible. Okay, what's my plan here? I could scare him by popping him on this building. I could try taking that building. This is hard right now. I need better units and more of them. I feel like I need to keep the bridges, though, or else they're suddenly gonna send a dude out onto my buildings down here, and I don't want that. Granted, their helicopters could still do some nasty damage, but... How much life does this guy have? A lot still. Well... No, they'll probably attack the infantry. It's probably safe. If he hits the guy while they're in the thing, it's a little bit of a bummer, but... I can make it work still. Do I make this guy go for here? I think that's just such a long trek. I think I'm gonna do this. Yeah, it's kind of funny how many Wii games have the whole make sure the Wii the Wii strap is secured tightly, and then of course Wiimotes eventually were always bundled with those like rubber things too. I don't really like them though. I always took them off. Yeah, I haven't dropped frames. Scared me there for a second. I'm wired, Dr. Bob, so I'm usually I end up having less problems than you who's not wired. That sounded like an insult. You who is not wired. I think I'll just keep pushing for now. Keep doing this. Yeah, they don't like this guy. That's what I expected. It's a mech, though. Hopefully he stands a little bit longer. Okay, yesterday was just terrible. I'm really hoping today goes better. That medium tank guy is going to be what hurts, because he's going to hit the... So I think what's going to happen with these infantry that I really need to watch out for is I think they're going to try to get to the building by crossing the rivers. 45 seconds. I've thought about deleting those, but I don't know. It's still moments where I played the game for a bit. Release dates of the e-reader, but easier, simpler than you expected. Usually every game in the set or cases like the picking your cards were released afterwards. They were often released at like the same time, yeah, so it's not gonna be super messy, I guess. Yeah, this guy's toast. He's still got one of them. All right, now the question is, what do I push for? Interesting. Probably going for the helicopter still, right? Yeah. Oh, the Pokemon's always messy. Yeah, I'm not gonna probably deal with Pokemon trading cards that also let you put things into the games. I'm probably just gonna ignore those largely. Because I don't think that was extra content, typically, right? I looked a bit into that, and it didn't seem like it was... I was missing much. Some of them actually do have mini-games? Oh, well, shoot, I thought they didn't. Guess I'll have to look into that more. Do you have a list by any chance? Because I don't think I put them on my list at all. But maybe I need to. Were those actually or Nintendo, or was that just Pokemon Company? The Eon Flute and the Berry cards. Were they just merge? Two helicopters? How much did this mech live, actually? I realistically take this building or not? I guess I could go further back now to this previous one. Use up some of their time on that one. So I do gotta watch out for infantry that's gonna try to cross the water. That could be a problem here. This guy in particular, I could see going for it. Again, an infantry on a building is usually stronger than an infantry attacking a building. So I could potentially utilize that. Depends on how much they actually send across the water. Some were published by Wizard of the Coast? Is that an actual name of a company? So I can drop one off here. Yeah, he's almost dead. I could try to keep him up, but I don't think that's actually going to be worthwhile. Probably try... Well, that's just an infantry. That's going to hurt. I think I just have to push hard down, or push down in one spot for starters. Maybe restock the top one occasionally if I have to, if they're trying to push through the helicopter, if he needs a restock or something. They did a lot of the Pokemon card stuff early on. Got it. I was never into Pokemon cards as a kid. Actually, I wasn't into Pokemon at all. I'm a rare Nintendo fan that didn't play Pokemon at all growing up. Didn't even watch the anime or anything. Bum, 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 bum. I wasn't really into cards and stuff in general, though, to be fair. I didn't collect anything like that. Actually, what I did collect were Bionicles. I had so many Bionicles as a kid. Oh, let's just finish this guy. But that was partly because I actually liked building with them. But I did get pretty into the story and stuff, too. Let's keep capturing just to scare him, I guess. Even though he's gonna pop pretty quick. They actually made quite a few books in the Bionicle universe, and I read all of them. Well, actually, I don't know if I read the stuff at the end, but... Or, like, if they did anything more with the reboots. This guy is blocking this spot now, so I could hit their infantry. Who I'm a little worried about running over the water. Yeah, why not? Yeah, and again, I'd still add them because I want to look at them. But I'm not, if I actually miss a few short add-ons to games, like, that's not the end of the world. I'm still playing the game. I'm not going to cry over not seeing 100% everything in the games. You played the games, collected cards, and watched the anime, but as I got older, Pokemon just didn't feel the same and wasn't as cool to me anymore. Yeah, I think from what I tell, a lot of people share that sentiment. They just kind of eventually, whether it's because of the games getting worse or what, people lose interest. They're still huge, though. They still sell really well. So even though you hear that sentiment a lot, they still do well enough. There's probably a lot of Bionicle side stories I missed. Probably, yeah. I recently played a bunch of Pokemon games for the first time, and I missed kind of the middle of things, so I played Gens 1, 2, and then everything 3DS onwards. And I do feel like the 3DS era, I didn't like it as much as the classic ones, but I really liked Scarlet and Violet, buggy mess and all. But I think that's because we've had this conversation before. I like catching Pokemon and exploring the open world and finding Pokemon is fun. I think they could do better at it, but... Oh, shoot! I didn't know APCs could pass over water? That's a problem. Oh, shoot, they're taking more than one guy there. Oh, this is kind of sketchy, actually. Almost all the re-rated stuff is Japan only. Oh, wow. I also like that in Scarlet and Violet you could do the objectives in any order you liked. A lot of the later Pokemon games got really linear with how you progress. Not sure what that guy's thinking. Kind of interesting. No one's going for that infantry guy on the building there. Maybe they're trying to get that tank to him in time. This one's gonna take a while because they just have so many. They had so much more money than me at first that it's gonna make it tough to get through them. It's gonna make it take a while, and it's gonna happen on the next stage too. So yeah, I'm a little worried we won't actually. Ooh, a scout already. That's kind of gross. I'm a little worried that I'm not gonna be able to finish this one in time. All right, I gotta make a decision about these APCs down here. I feel like the play is actually to either set a mech down here or just a helicopter and see how they react to that. So they may just, like, not know how to handle it. This mech actually doesn't have much to do, even. Again, I don't think helicopter versus APC is a little bit of a standoff, right? I guess I could double check. Let's see. Let's move this guy down here. Well, let's do this, and then based off of this, I'll make my decision on how I want to handle the mech going down there. So they do win. It's a slow fight, but they do win. Fortunately, I think I do need to just pop a mech down here. I don't think they'll fight it either. So they don't like fighting when they've got a guy on their thing. Unless they're like fighting a dude on a building, I think, is the one exception to that. One more to take. Actually, wait, do I have one more up here too? No, I've gotten everything now. Everything on my side of the sea, or of the bridges. Fortunately, they've taken so much here along the center. It's gonna be a hard take. They're gonna push up here with their guys too, actually. I've gotta be careful. This is tough. And these guys, unfortunately, are gonna just recharge. I don't know if that even was the play. So here I've got the obnoxious choice of, do I pop him and drop, or do I drop the dude? Because I could beat him with this guy. This might be annoying, but I'm just gonna do this. I don't know if that was the best choice. Because they would repair him, but then I don't know what they'd do with him. More guys are coming. Oh, shoot. I just realized this infantry guy might get hit by the medium tank, in which case... Okay, yeah, let's move this guy with barely any life. Although, if they play their cards right, I'll still get hit. Dang, I'm not gonna be able to take that right away like I was hoping. Wonder if I should build other units to cross over if I start getting enough funds. Or do I just try to go for bombers? You gotta go now? Alright, see ya. Thanks for tuning in. Because, like, right now I could build a bomber already, actually. But do I want to? Instead, I could build, like, a howitzer or something like that. Oh, I can't build a bomber anyway. Oh, I could have if I didn't build a copter. Like, should I just build a howitzer? and roll them over there and like to defend, especially against the APCs oncoming. Yeah, maybe I should. I can see that being useful here. At some point, bombers would be nice too. I guess bombers are good against APCs as well. And they have so much money. Well, yeah, they have a lot of money. This fighter's gonna be annoying. I'm assuming he's gonna go after helicopters. Oh man, he can reach that one already? Yeah, that infantry's getting hit. Dang it. I don't even know if he's gonna be able to take now. I was really hoping he could, but I'm not so confident anymore. Yeah, because of this. Ah, this is exactly what I didn't want to happen. Well, there's not a lot of them, so maybe this is still doable. It'll take me one more turn. I'm assuming that helicopter might attack him too, although I think he's kind of weak as well. He's probably just fighting this guy, yeah. I can keep him defensively for now. This guy's probably going to hit the infantry. I think they're weak, though, so I don't think this is going to do too much damage to me. Oh, see, this is a problem, because I'm going to need them to survive with 4 by the end of this turn. I don't know if I can. Bummer. Maybe my helicopters can do me some wonders. Yeah, they're just trying to cross now somewhere else. Oh, no, they're fighting! Oh man, they really don't want me to take this building. I thought I was gonna get at least one here, but man. Also, I realize it's not a mech down there. I plopped it's an infantry. Wow, so they, like I said, they do occasionally attack if they're trying to take a building, or if they're trying to stop me from taking a building, rather. I think I just need to start supplying a lot. Man, this is tough. There's no way this infantry guy takes now. They're gonna keep pushing. Oh man, this is rough. You know what though? They got no one there on the top right. I might swing my helicopter all the way up there. And just kidding, they just brought, well, I don't know. All these guys on APCs are annoying because they're actually gonna potentially be able to successfully push here if I don't stop them. Which is not good. They've actually, it's because they started out with so much more money than me, man. They've just got such an advantage right now. It's really brutal. Wish I was playing as blue. I would have destroyed them on this stage. Really is crazy how much of an advantage it feels like they have, really. By the time it's said and done. Comes another medium tank. Falls another copter. Oh, this is tough. Things aren't looking super great. Again, it's part of what I do not like right now is the looming threat of their APCs pushing forward. Well, they still don't have this super well protected. Actually, this one even less so. So let's drop a guy here. There's one infantry guy on the bridge. Gotta make a decision on how I want to handle this guy too. I kind of think I want to move actually my mech up onto it now and potentially get a guy ready to restock him. Don't know if he'll live long enough because he's just surrounded right now. But just in case, let's drop another guy off. 9, 9, 10. I'll put these guys in front here. This guy here. It's not much, but it's whittling their numbers down. And then these guys, I think I just put like here and here to slow down their APCs. Advance. It's rough. This guy's kind of low though. They might go for that infantry up there. They might get scared of him attacking or going for the building, and instead of pushing forward, they might go back. Oh, maybe I'll try seeing if he can merge him. This might be a bad idea, but I'm also going to fight this guy. APC do pretty good against infantry, annoyingly. I still have a guy on, Also, that was an infantry still. Still dropping infantry guys off. Maybe I'll put him here too. Don't know if the number, like just putting a lot of guys on building is the play, but I gotta start taking, or else I'm not gonna make any progress. So that fighter jet could start going for my guys that are on ships, which would be really annoying. Not sure what they're gonna do yet. Apparently I still have one more building to capture. I think I'll just have a lot of my infantry guys used to just clog the way. Scare them from wanting to cross. Might go for another howitzer too. I feel like howitzers could actually be a good help here. Also, why did I put that guy there? Is it not as close, or is it about the same? Actually, it might be closer. When you look at it like from the grid perspective, or like the how long it takes to move diagonal kind of perspective. Still not enough for bomber. It might be nice to start building bombers actually when I can. Yeah, so like next turn maybe. Bombers potentially could help me clear out a lot of their threat with the APCs. If I can get rid of their APCs with infantry on them, that'll go a long way. Alright, let's see how this goes. See if that guy on the building, he only has like 5 HP though, so I don't think he's gonna live. But I have weakened a lot of the dudes around here. Oh, he can get shot at too by the howitzer. Rip. Oh, that's so brutal. Taking anything here is going to be really hard. But it's really important at the same time. Why is the supply truck moving out? Maybe to supply the howitzer. Yeah, he is. Oh, shoot. He's pushing forwards? That is not what I wanted. He doesn't have much life, though. That's not what I expected him to do. I guess they figured someone else would kill that guy with 1 life down there. So this guy, I'm a little worried will go after. Whoa! That's not what I expected. It's still kind of what I was saying. Dude, this is bad. Because that's one of my mechs. He just thrashed him. Oh, that's so bad. Okay, they're still trying to push. Are they gonna move down to try to push? No, they're retreating. Oh, that guy's almost dead. That's why. Wow, they're being surprisingly non-aggressive, actually, to that guy on the building still. Someone's gonna finish him off, right? Helicopter? Maybe? And all these APC guys. Oh, you're going for the brand new guy. Okay. Well, shoot, actually. That did a lot of damage. Okay, finally someone's picking them off like I thought they would. I might need to just get a fighter jet to deal with that scout. Again, it'll take me a turn, so he's going to thrash another one of my units pretty hard, but... hopefully that'll end up being enough. Huh, did nothing. They're moving towards my helicopters, which is actually kind of bad, because these high number of helicopters are part of what's stopping their APCs from advancing. Ooh, and the anti-air missile? Dude, they're being aggressive. They've got the funds, is probably why. They know that I'm the one squirming right now. This makes me worried for the next level, because it's basically this, but worse. They're not stopping me up top, though. I might actually take those. Now they got tons of money, so they're going to build more good stuff. Like regular tanks, okay. And a howitzer. Oh. I need to deal with that fighter, though. Or the scout. So he hit me so hard that losing a whole mech, almost a whole mech like that is brutal. Hopefully they'll just let me keep taking these, though. That's good. I think I want to keep those two in defensive positions. Can he actually finish this guy off? Like, will he win this fight? I don't know. They're scrapping, though. I think I want to keep making him sweat here a little. I can fight a lot of these dudes. Peeking their numbers. I see the guy with the infantry on him. Okay. That's actually a dude conquered finally. Don't want to move that guy. Don't really want to move that guy either. What I'll probably do is drop a dude off here, although again, their howitzer's a pain. Maybe I should weaken it? Drop a darn mech all the way out here? Maybe. Let's try that. I might regret that, though. Drop another one off here. Let's play this game of back and forth for now. Until I have maybe more copters. This guy I'll push forward, though. Maybe fight this guy. Actually, they could suddenly attack one of my dudes. So why don't I put him here? For defensive reasons. So most of them are either published by Wizards or of the Coast, or it's promo cards. So maybe not as much to do there as it initially seems. This guy's weak, but I'm still going to push him anyway. Numbers can still be helpful. I'm going to keep pushing forward, even though they're going to hit someone here. They're going to do something nasty no matter what I do, so... might as well let them be for now. Then... I do want to build... a fighter to deal with the scouts. And I can still build one copter and a mech. It could still be a problem, but... alright. I'm gonna keep him here for defensive reasons. Could make some do... well, sure. Let's just hit him a little. Eight versus 9. Might just make this guy attack him, honestly, with the number advantage. Yeah, not totally sure how useful these scouts are going to be, or infantry, but could do something. I think that's everything now. All right, let's see how this goes. It'd be nice if my mech over there can hit their howitzer, but they might hit him with other guys. But there's not actually much opening to him, just the two helicopters. And one of them is weak, so they'll only go for him with one. Oh, they're... Oh, shoot. I didn't think about how I was putting him in range of the anti-air. If he defeats him, then they have an easy way to the mech, or another way to the mech. Okay, he didn't quite beat him. They're gonna shoot the guy here. He's gonna beat him, too. This building's hard to take, because of this howitzer. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I'm assuming one of their helicopters is probably gonna go after that mech. We'll see. Retreating. Okay, interesting. I kind of want to beat him up, then. I don't know where the supply truck is going. I thought maybe it was to supply the howitzer there, but... I'm surprised... Okay, they're just dealing with the infantry. That APC has no one on it, so they're gonna put him... They're gonna make him a little more aggressive. This one I'm assuming is gonna attack... Oh, I thought it was gonna be my mech, but they're actually going for the helicopter. This means I'll be able to damage the howitzer some. Is he on a building, though? If he's on a building, that's gonna make this more annoying. And less of a worthwhile endeavor. I didn't think about that. I don't think they'd put a building there, would they? Alright, time to take some more damage. Okay, just a normal helicopter is better. It's still annoying, but it's better. I still need to get my fighter to deal with this punk, but... How is it that my 10 helicopter couldn't do 1 damage, but my 5 helicopter did 2? This thing... this is so messy, Turtle. I'm glad you realized this. I would have completely probably skipped over them, to be honest. When I looked at them, I was like, oh, there's nothing here. Apparently I didn't give it a deep enough look. What if that tank... What's that tank gonna do? He's almost dead, so I'm not worried about him. Yeah, they're still trying to push. Here's to hoping they don't make it far. That guy could be a problem if he just starts picking off my helicopters too quickly. Interesting choice. They're playing very aggressive this one, which has often been a bad thing for them, but... They have the funds. I think we're more equal as far as funds go now, but they've just started with so many more units than me, so it's just gonna be hard to crack through their defenses. And of course, they got another howitzer coming, my favorite. They haven't stopped the guys on top, though, at all. I am 100% taking the... Interesting, they're having him wait there. That's actually really annoying, because it slows me down a turn. Oh, that guy had no ammunition either. I didn't even realize that. That's fine. They waste a bunch of money on him. Another medium tank. I'm assuming they actually moved that scout away to stay away from my fighter. They probably were considering him. Okay, so he's on a building now too, which is annoying because that means he can heal. But how aggressive do I want to be? So this guy didn't get hit at all somehow, so I can actually weaken their howitzer quite a bit. And by quite a bit, I mean 3. Well, these 2 are mine. That's progress. They have not been able to defend these 2 buildings. It's funny how much harder they're protecting this closer one. That's a big win for me, though. Let's see. How do I deal with this tank? It's probably just going to be copters. That anti-air is going to start going for me here. Well, I can get rid of them and let my mech start taking. Hopefully with the weakened howitzer, it'll be enough that I can actually start making a dent here. We'll see. I maybe should have put a weaker helicopter on him, actually. That guy could have fought someone better. Okay, now we actually have a full mech, unharmed mech. Working on it. I would love to beat this guy. I don't know if I can, though. Don't really have anyone positioned well for it. Maybe this guy? Well, I'm not gonna be able to damage him. The more I do, though, the better, I guess. Oh, it's so close. Anyone could take him out at this point. Their medium tank isn't pushing here, and these guys are, like, waiting for it, so I might just kind of let them do nothing there. Nine versus 9. Do I really want to do this? Sure. The weaker they are, the better. Let's go ahead and push this. This way I put another guy blocking the mech. Boom. I maybe should block the left of the mech even, because their APC might go for it. Rather than doing an offensive maneuver. So I might even put this weak infantry here, just for the sake of having some defense. I've got my weak dude and my strong dude. Let's put the strong dude here, actually. Potentially make their howitzer go for him instead. I don't know how hard I want to push here yet. I kind of like that their tank doesn't want to... Their tank is too scared to do anything. Now, I got my weak mech, and I got to make a decision about him, too. I almost should have put him there to distract him even more with a weak mech. Might just plop him somewhere around here. What do you mean by promos? What does that actually entail? I don't quite understand. I guess go ahead and just hit him. Okay, that APC is weak. He's not going to be pushing here very well. In fact, I could even do this. Oh, I have a full helicopter still here. Let's go ahead and just defend even better. Push further. Only thing that could surprise or mess me up now, I guess, is a surprise attack from someone crossing the river. I'm moving my helicopters pretty far forward. Cards releases price. So I would include them, but let me know. I still put them in they're still in my master list as games I'm not playing, but it's good for me to know they exist in case I ever change my mind. So yes, include them, but I probably won't play them. This howitzer's taking way too long to be worthwhile. A lot of things that are more dubious, I'm actually still including. Like, even the distributed games are in that master list. They're just under I'm not gonna play them. Or there's a column that says I'm not gonna play them. Okay, I'm finally seeing progress. This feels like I'm actually pushing forward, which is good. Should I build a bomber? I don't have quite enough. Maybe next turn. But look at this, you can see my red is moving further to the right. We've got this kind of gross situation, and this guy, who knows who he attacks, but still looking better. Again, the more buildings I take, the less funds they earn. Forgot to check if that howitzer was on a building. They repaired that guy, but he's still super weak. Yeah, this is not a good fight for him. That was probably not worth it for him. But things like Pikmin E, which have promos, I'm including as part of the set as a whole, since it's just bonus levels for mini games and not a whole unique game. Yeah, if it's just bonus stuff for a game I'm already playing, it's kind of like, I don't know, why not try them out, you know? Although for Pikmin, is that going to be a problem if Like, do I have to play the whole Pikmin game on the Japanese emulator or just the promo stuff? Okay, that was good. He did so little damage. Howitzer's already getting really weak. Curious, they're probably gonna go after another helicopter. Okay, he just gave up on saying... Yeah, this is gonna hurt. A little sad he went for a guy with a load. He's already taken some damage, though, so he shouldn't do as much. Still did quite a bit, man. They're good against helicopters. But now, especially that I have the advantage, too, my fighter should demolish him. Goodbye, helicopter. That's okay. They don't have much down there anymore. Maybe they'll push more, but they've got another APC on the way. Just an option in the menus. Okay, that's actually nice. The problem now is they've got a lot of anti-air around here. Hopefully my mechs can do enough of a dent in them. Oh, now this guy's going for the guy in the building. Okay. It's going to be harder to get this guy than I was hoping. Or get this building, but that's okay. The only damage to them is still a win. Curious to hard up. Interesting. They're trying to retake these buildings. They're probably gonna do it with this guy too. No, he's pushing still. No, they are trying to. That's kind of funny. I don't know if I can push forward then yet. Oh, interesting. He's going up there. Guess they're trying to retake those buildings. This is fine then. Okay, a lot of my helicopters are gonna start being hit by that guy. This is why I'm gonna start needing bombers soon. Or a steady stream of bombers. They're still playing aggressive though, which means hopefully getting to their base won't be too bad. I haven't looked into it yet. I need to. Maybe I should have. I was gonna prepare my Game Boy, but then I didn't have the Game Boy. Couldn't play them, but I should have. Should have at least prepared the game still. I'll maybe try to do that this weekend even then. Okay, I'm gonna hit you hard. It may not quite wipe him out, but it should make him like 10 times weaker, if not wipe him out. Yeah, it did. Okay. Goodbye. That guy lived longer than he should have, or was caused more problems than I would have liked for him to have. Wait, they moved their tank up here? I did not catch that. Are they trying to make him go to a building to heal? Actually, it's kind of annoying. I'm gonna put him on the water. Question is, do I start trying to capture right away? I think I just need to play defensively. Actually, hold on. Let's do this. Can I actually take this guy out? At the very least, I don't think the first handful of Game Boy games needs translations. There is the Mahjong game, but I should be able to play that without one, right? And they might, again, they might already have translations too. I'm not 100% sure on that. What's tough here is I think their APCs are actually probably going to attack, so I gotta be careful. I might just... Yeah, no, I'm gonna put him here. You can keep taking, but he doesn't have much. Is there any buildings around here? Not really. Just this stuff down south. I'm finally taking this one. Easy capture. What's worse, howitzer or anti-air? I think they're both kind of bad, but the howitzer's already kind of weak. He only did 1 damage, so I'm actually gonna weaken their anti-air. It's also the case like the Hamtaro visual novels, which rumoredly were only sold at certain screenings of the movie. But that's just a rumor. The only concrete I have is about it being limited. Anyways, the IGN article says the early buyers of the set would receive a limited edition pin. Yeah, just go ahead and include it, I guess. This guy has 1 shot left. And actually, like I said, include it anyway, and I can make the decision when I get closer. Only have 1 guy to drop off. Could drop him off on the building. Or next to the building. Yeah, why don't I do that? Let's move this guy around. Who do I have these guys fight? I could have them keep punching the anti-airs, or I could go for the... Oh, this guy's low. This is good. I didn't realize they had a retreating guy here. Didn't quite get him, though. Is he blocked? He might be blocked. Well... Oh, this guy's weak. Dang it, I don't think I can get him. If I'd realized they had that guy there like that. Might have pushed a little differently. This guy's got 3 health. Anyone who's lost some life... Yeah, and this guy has no bullets. Yeah, this is the perfect kind of merge. One guy with low life, high bullets. Another guy with high life, low bullets. I actually could deal some pity damage to this guy now I'm looking at it. Sure. Weaker the anti-air gets, the better. Because if I drop this guy off here, he can still make it to the building on his turn. That medium tank is a bit of a pain. Also, let's just make sure they don't cross here, I guess. Okay, now the question is, do I try to push down here? They're not protecting it super well. I feel like I maybe can. This guy right here is the biggest problem, actually. Maybe if I put some dudes here, prevent them from being able to do much. I can take it easily. And actually, I don't think these guys will do much, but any damage to an anti-air is damage to an anti-air. Can he get here? Yeah, okay. 6, 3. Let's put my 6 guy on it. Can you do 1? 2. Nice. Any damage to an anti-air is damage to an anti-air. Merge them. Funny how you have this massive battle going on, and then up to the left, there's just like a couple more blue dudes. Yeah. They're trying to... I think they're going to try to retake now, but I should be fine on that front. This is the guy that got hit kind of hard, right? Yeah. It's not completely worthless, but gotta keep in mind I don't have a full restock coming. Might have been sold for a limited time, but even then, I think it would count since it was still sold to the general public, and not given out as a prize. Yeah, I think I'll still count it. Okay, I think I can start building bombers on a regular basis, and I think I am going to. Bombers are just nice. And I have my fighter if I need him to. He didn't take any damage from that, which is nice. Oh, I gotta make a decision. Do I have this guy blow up? Or do I make him waste a turn? I'll make him waste a turn. There's a double set for you for the Game Boy, I guess so. Oh yeah, Skyscaper out of limited. Yeah, limited releases are a thing, so. Whoa, they have so much cash. They must not have spent big last turn. I need to deal with that guy. He's gonna hurt. Well, he's mostly hurting my helicopters, which isn't the end of the world, but. Ooh, they're blasting that guy. That guy was doing good damage to them. Bit of a bummer. He's only gonna deal, what, 2? I should still be able to hit at least 1 more turn. That was scary. I hope I don't lose power. If I lose power, guys, it's the devil's curse of the, or this, the curse of the, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I must just have a curse over me. But you see it? Everything flickered. I think I'm good, though. I don't think I've lost power. That's just what it looks like. I've had it do that right before I lose power before, so let's hope it doesn't happen again. This game does not want me to finish it. They're like, no one's supposed to be able to actually finish this game. Yeah, so I got the damage I could do with him anyway. I probably should save just... Oh, you're right, because I lose my NES. I didn't think about that. You know what? I'm just going to save state even. Oh, shoot. They're actually pushing to the left. I didn't think they'd do that. I was hoping they wouldn't. So what's this infantry going to do, though? Okay, they are pushing this way, which is more what I expected. He's pushing over the sea. That's not what I wanted, actually. Although if I can deal with their infantry, I don't really care about their APCs. It's not like their APCs can take buildings. Really? I don't even know if you'll take one of my guys out. Okay, they took one. I guess that does slow him down from capturing the building, but funny nonetheless. Didn't think they'd do that. And now you just blocked your anti-air from doing anything. Oh, I guess he can still roll up. I'm stupid. This is still a lot of nasty units to get through. I'm gonna need my bombers, probably. They're not defending down low well, though. Oh, they're just putting them on the building. Interesting. Ooh, they built their own fighter now. It's time for some fighter-on-fighter duels. Unfortunately, that's going to weaken my fighter a bit. Maybe if I can get him to attack a helicopter first. Luckily, I don't have any bombers for them in the immediate area to mess up. Oh, hold up. Screw this anti-air guy. Maybe I should have moved my howitzer closer, but whatever. They can't even stop me. Also, I just realized they totally could go through the woods there on the bottom. I thought they couldn't. All right, how do I want to deal with this? We got a 1, 9, 8. I think I'll do this. Keep damaging their howitzer. Weak howitzer is much worse and actually dealing damage to me. I'm just going to fuse these guys because he had 1 life. I think he was almost out of bullets, too. This guy, I guess I'll just deal with the anti-air. Get rid of him now. Okay, goodbye. Oh, I didn't save either. Well, it looks like the power's fine. That does make me worried. Is it that stormy today? I didn't think it was stormy, but maybe it is. Usually when if I lose power, it's because of stormy weather. Actually, I'm gonna do a supply for those 2 guys. So I can get a guy close. Unfortunately, I can't actually drop him off in a great spot. This is fine. I think I'm actually gonna have him start taking here already. Even though I've got dudes here, as long as I deal with this infantry, I'm not too worried about these guys, these APCs up here. Yeah. Who cares now what they do? They can't take any buildings. Maybe put him here to repair him and then potentially heal the guy on the building if he needs it. Love you. Because their APCs could start getting mad at the guy on the building there to the right. I would like to defend this guy potentially a little better with some of my copters here. Is that a realistic ask? Not really. Maybe. You know what? Oh, they've got 2 tanks, though. Maybe something like this. Can I move him? Yeah, something like that. Let's put him protecting this side. Have this guy do so much damage to this guy that he won't be much of a threat. Maybe even beat him. Yeah. Oh, I just realized they've also got their fighter. That fighter could come in and wipe out any single one of my helicopters and then give their tank access to my guy. Oh, that's the weak dude. Dang it, I didn't think about that. I just told myself I needed to remember that too. Guess do some damage to this guy? Even with 10, I can only get 1. Alright, where do I actually want to drop this guy off? I didn't do this super fantastically, but that's maybe fine. Because here is still access to the building. Oh, but then I blocked the way for that guy to move in. That's okay, I guess. I'm gonna keep pushing. I gotta be a little careful. I'd rather not the guy with the load get in the range of that anti-air missile. Okay, I definitely would need either fighter, and I gotta be careful not to move him to a place where he can hit me first. I'd like for him to attack a helicopter first. Maybe like here. 8 versus 7. Should I? This is last shot. Sure. Although he might just attack that helicopter now. Because he can't fight back. Actually, no, wait. I think you might still be able to fight back. I've never seen people not fight back. I think even if you're out of ammunition, you still counterattack. I think that only prevents you from attacking. I might be completely wrong. But I feel like I would have noticed it by now. If that wasn't the case. Okay. I'm making progress. It started off sketchy, but we're doing good now. Gives me some hope for the next stage, which is also going to start off extremely sketchy. This fighter's going to be annoying. Hopefully, my fighter will be enough to make it not too much of a problem, though. All their fighter really does right now is deal with helicopters, but what's going to be the problem is that they're going to be able to start killing my bombers once they come in. So if that fighter goes for the helicopter, unfortunately, that opens the floodgates for their tank. I'll just start hitting the guy on the top. I don't know if they will, though, because I've got a lot of guys here on the left still threatening this one building. So they may not choose to go that way. One interesting thing is that some of these Pokemon cards were released before the e-reader officially released. It'd be the game's release date is before the console. Oh my goodness. Oh shoot, he did not go for the helicopter. I thought he would. That's fine though. Because I think my fighter can still reach him from there. They're just parking him on my building? That's kind of weird. I don't know what their supply trucks are thinking right now. Oh, they supplied somebody, probably the howitzer. Oh, really? They don't like this guy. That guy's been actually surviving for a really long time, just slowly whittling away at their howitzer. He's getting kind of weak, though. Their tank can't do anything now. He's surrounded by helicopters. They don't like helicopters. I guess he's parking in front of the building, though, so he can fight it if he wants. Got more. That howitzer hasn't gone yet, but it's so weak. I don't think he won't be able to do much. He'll probably still fire. Oh, he might be out of ammo. Oh, not quite. Oh, he's going to try to defend this building now. Interesting choice. I kind of see why. Copter. They're going to build more. Infantry. APC. What, you actually try to take more buildings? And another anti-air tank. Well, I did kill all of theirs, so I guess it makes sense to build another one. Wonder how they determine what to build each turn. Why is this one called mirror? It's not even symmetrical. I'll supply him, I guess. I completely took that right building. They didn't attack it at all. They are still trying to kind of protect that one spot. I'm gonna get this one for free. Get this one. Hopefully this is dropping their funds even further. Now, I got a bunch of battered and bruised mechs here. Another situation of who do I merge? Alright, actually, let's do this, because I'm definitely going to do it. Although, that anti-air... If I put him here, the anti-air can't actually get him, so let's... I'd like to deal... I got a lot of battered and bruised dudes. I should probably do some fusions. You can't even get out of here, though. It's kind of annoying. Wonder if I can actually just take out this medium tank with... Not quite. Oh, you know what? He may only got 2 health left, but he's got a job to complete. Boom. Now... What do we do? Let's move maybe the 7 guy down here. I don't know if I'll be able to do much to the full tank, but let's just see. 1. 1 is better than none, I suppose. Now we can merge them. And now that he's out of the way, I can put him in a spot where he can fight the fighter without actually having to fight the anti-air missile. The other problem is this is going to be a bloody fight. This is just 2 fighters versus each other. I guess that little advantage I have was enough, though. I went from a 1 lead to a 4 lead. I could just make my helicopters deal more to him now. They should be decent at it, right? Yeah. This howitzer's a little annoying. I wanted to do more damage to him. The weak one. Especially if they're trying to get him onto a building. Shoot. Oh, you know what? Let's have this guy fly all the way down here. Finish off their fighter jets. Reminds me of how I got Twilight Princess for the Wii before I got the Wii. Going back to what you're saying. As a kid. Go ahead and mech this guy. Pew, 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 pew. Not quite dead. That guy's no ammo. Guess I should move him over then for eventual fusion here. Can my 4? Ugh, please finish him. Probably can't. That's a little low and... Yeah. Now he doesn't get repaired either. Oh well. Can actually push this guy forward. Okay, I do gotta watch out for this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I want to push him no further than this building, and then I'll start bombing him next turn. Move the howitzer closer. He'll start taking. He's the weak guy, right? Yeah. Let's fuse them. Got a bunch of almost dead airplanes, actually. Should I just fuse all of them together? Maybe. Actually, I can... Okay, yeah. Put this guy here, weaken him. Not by much. Not as much as I was hoping to. Have the 6 guy do minimal damage, but hopefully not. The less this tank has, the less he can do versus the mech on the city. So now I'm gonna do a bunch of fusions with a bunch of low health helicopters. Oh, this guy still has a load to drop off. I think this building should be mine. 3 10 mechs here. Yeah, that should be good as mine. It'd be nice to plop him, like, there, but I can't. There's no opening. Maybe I'll have him deal with howitzers down here. Go ahead and move the infantry further. Well, oh, I still got a helicopter. Sure. 1 left. So even if he moves on to the building, it's not a big deal. Get these guys closer to taking that building now. Oh, that guy's not full health. It's gonna be annoying. Gonna take 3 turns. I hate it when I'm 1 turn short. Or 1 life short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I gotta be careful about that. I'd rather not put a guy with a load in the range of the anti-air missile. Okay. I'm definitely pushing. I should have this. It'll take a while still, but I'm definitely getting the upper hand now. I've got a lot of buildings. I've taken most of the center island now. The bombers are starting to come in to play. Bomber. Copper, mech. Okay. I think that is all for this turn. Wonder how easy it'd be to fly someone up to that top building. Oh, they might still attack it. So are they gonna load these guys up? Like, is he going on the APC and the other guy going on the helicopter? Is that their plan? They gave their howitzer more ammo, but he doesn't have much. So the problem here is if they beat this guy, which they did, if normal tank dies to mech, then big tank goes to him too. This guy's ripping piece. You fought valiantly, mech. You damaged their howitzer and their anti-air missiles before anyone else did. You were a hero. Oh no, they're just going aggressive. I guess they're trying to get their medium tank up there, but I don't know if they have enough to stop or to get their medium tank there. The only thing that could happen is if their normal tank dies to the mech on the city, then their medium tank will just immediately go in. What the? That's an annoying place for that. If they move their medium tank first, which they are like a dummy. Oh, interesting choice. Okay. I'm not going to do well against you, but I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here. Ouch. The one guy is going to attack the mech. Oh, he's probably not going to lose, actually. Yeah. It's going to take me another turn to take this, but that's okay. So they are loading one guy up. Not sure what their plan is with the other infantry. I don't mind that right now. That seems like a bit of a waste of their resources. Maybe his plan is to cross the river here and retake. That guy's not coming into the action anytime soon, so I'm not worried about him now then. Yep, their funds are a little lower now. Don't tell me you're actually going to attack this guy. No, they don't know what to do with him. They are putting him on the building, which is what I expected, but that's not a problem, because even my helicopters can take him out. He only has one life. Another medium tank. This one is just, again, this one took a while because of how many more vehicles they had than me at first. I'm still better than them. I wonder if anyone has beaten this game with the 200 IQ. That's just so much work. Okay, the bomber is gonna come in and deal big damage to their anti-air. Let's move him down here. Well, that might put him in range of the tank, which isn't really good. Again, I actually don't usually do a ton against these guys, though. Oh, just kidding. That was quite a bit. I gotta decide what to do with my fighter now, too. Go ahead and repair you. I can repair this guy. I don't know if I need to. I'm not, again, totally sure what their plan is with that medium tank up there. Keep capturing. Won't get it yet. I could have my fighter go for this helicopter. These guys don't have much to do, so I'm probably going to push them forward. Can I have this guy hit this guy, though? Yeah, why not? I may need... Their medium tank could roll out all the way to the guy on the building, which could be annoying. Let's deal with him. Boom. So maybe I just put this guy here to stop that. This guy can definitely just finish off this APC. Okay, finally dealt with all the guys in the upper left. Took me a while, but it is finished. Still got this annoying medium tank here. Not sure what his game plan is. Probably gonna merge these two. He's full health, so I kind of want a bomber up there even, potentially. Down here, what's the situation? It's gonna take me 3 turns no matter what, as much as that pains me. Okay, there's like tons of actual low resource helicopters down here. Let's finish him with this guy. Merge a couple helicopters. Start taking. That other howitzer could be annoying. Maybe I just block him, actually. Oh, this guy's toast. This guy's not living at all. I didn't realize just how low on resources he was. I think I might drop a mech off in front of this howitzer, actually. So I might just have this guy attack this guy. I don't think he's gonna do much, but that's fine. Okay. Probably want to do a fusion up here, but with who is the question. Who do they attack? I guess the supply truck? This stops the tank from being able to... Oh, man. This stops the tank from being able to get to the guy on the building, too. I did 1 damage. Wow. Gotta love my just sheer number of coppers with low health. I feel like that's been such a consistent thing at these levels. I don't even think I can drop this guy off anywhere worthwhile yet, unfortunately. It would have been nice to. I just didn't think about that. Let's put him somewhere where he's not going to get hit by the anti-air missile. I guess roll the howitzer forward, although he's not actually doing much. More guys. Yeah, I'm a little annoyed at that. Well, isn't that guy actually weak? Yeah, I don't think there actually is much left in this guy. Yeah, he's got 2. He's actually not a problem. Oh, maybe I should have my helicopters hit that guy instead, actually. Oh, well. Here come the bombers. I don't have enough to buy 2 bombers, though, so I'm still only supplying 1 a turn. Okay. Move the bombers. Buy the same thing. Okay. Am I losing money? I can't tell. I think I might be slowly losing money now with the bomber strat. But as I take buildings, it should be better. I don't really want... This guy's just going to keep thrashing that guy. So let's put him here. And the guy doesn't do any damage, so it's not even a good use of him. End the turn. On to the next one. Yep, look at their money. It's getting lower. Could still build a howitzer if they wanted to, though. Oh, they can't even get the guy on the building. Ba-ba-da-ba-doo-ba-dum. So who are you going to go for? Up here? Okay. Hey, they actually did damage to him this time. It's like kind of annoying, but I also don't really care because they don't have any units up there. So it's not like losing dudes here is going to be that big of a problem. I guess they're probably trying to get him out of the way of the bombers, actually. Because I think they successfully did that. No, I still got one. I don't even know if my bomber should go for him or if I should just try to building camp that guy. Oh, are they trying to push that way, actually? I gotta be slightly watch out for that. Same with that guy down there, too. Let's probably not going to be a problem, but it could be. Is your anti-air missile going to try something with your 2 shots? Oh, they have another medium tank coming. I forgot. These supply trucks are funny. I don't know why they pushed him so far out. Oh, they just moved him back. Tank. What do they do when they build the tank? Usually a copter, I guess. And a dude. Yep. They have like different kinds of buys they make. So I've noticed like some consistent things with it. Oh yeah, that guy I knew was dead. He had 1 fuel. Okay. Next turn. Keep pushing. Question is, how hard do we push this here? I'll do this. Let's try just fighting him with the mech. Aw, he needs to supply. Bummer. Okay, I think I just take this now, right? That was my last one. Yeah, okay, that's taken. I don't really want my bombers to go up there. I'd rather use them more here where they're, like, needed, you know? Deal some damage to the tank. Out of ammo again. Wow, my copters are all super low in ammunition. He's not gonna quite get it yet, sadly. Trying to decide who should actually hit this. Actually, kind of want this guy to do it. Can you finish him, please? Thank you. Because I can have my bombers and mechs do a little bit more damage to these other things. So, like, he can hit this guy pretty hard. And then my mech can finish him off. Or someone else could finish him off, actually. And then my mech could start pushing towards their anti-air guy just a little more. Although the tanks are probably going to hit him hard. You know what? Well, could have this just go for their copter, but then he's almost certainly just going to get destroyed by their anti-air dude. Whatever. Fighter's not going to get much else done. Let's just do it, because I just realized I can drop dudes off. Actually, I can kind of mess up their anti-air guy, I think, with a drop-off. Because I can drop him off here. Deal with the anti-air. This bomber, I'm probably just going to have to deal with the tank that they have. Although he is going to repair because he's in a nice spot. Yeah, putting him back up to 8, that is kind of gross. Not as much damage as I would have liked. Can either go for the supply or I'll just go for the tank, I guess. Are you kidding me? I do have to worry about this APC up here still. And this guy's about to run out of fuel. Which way do I push? Well, you know what? I can have this guy. No, I can't. Oh, this howitzer ended up being not a good purchase. It's too slow. You know what? Let's have this guy fight the infantry. Although, once again, he is on a building, so he's going to repair some, annoyingly. Oh, up to 9? Yeah, actually, that was a very good move. Oh, well. These supply... I don't know if I should try to... If I need to wipe them out, these supply trucks are actually going to be kind of annoying. I could try to take, but I need to get supply dudes or infantry dudes up there, which is these guys down here are the soonest able to do that. Yeah, not sure what this guy's gonna do. There's not much else help he can provide at this point. Let's go up this way. In case I need to stop that guy up there. Sure, why not just attack this guy? Wonder what their supply trucks are gonna do. They can't even get back to the base now. Move this guy forward. Still have a helicopter here. Can you do anything worthwhile? I could hit the anti-air, but I don't really want to. At this point, I guess I'll just hit the supply truck. Wow, that was some good damage. This guy can move in closer. Oh, might as well hit the supply truck, I guess. We'll just finish him off at mine. Nice. Okay, that's one of those pesky ships down. Or units down. This guy up here is still pretty loaded, but hopefully I could get him with my mech. I might not. I might need to bring a bomber up there. As annoying of a waste of time that's gonna be. And worst part is they're probably gonna go for the infantry instead. There's not enough buildings on this one for you to do double bombers like I have in some of the past ones. I mean, maybe if I take a bunch of their base, but at this point I'm focusing a little more on just beating them. So I guess I could do 2 bombers like every other turn if I really wanted to, but yeah, I think it's going fine the way it is. Taking a few of their buildings could still be nice to slow them down. Technically, yeah, there's still one left there in the middle island too. So that guy healed a bit, which is annoying. He did go off the building now, so he shouldn't have too much left in him. Question is, what's it gonna take to actually take him out? Probably a bomber still, unfortunately. Interesting. Guess I had no one else to fight because everyone else is flying. Oh. Don't like the mech, I guess. Oh yeah, that guy got some heals because he was on a building too. Anti-air, I'm assuming he's gonna go for the fighter now. From one building to another. Probably gonna go for the... Yeah, this is gonna be an annoying back and forth. But hopefully I just have the numbers. I might be able to deal with this guy just because of the building protection. They actually still attacked. Not sure why. Goodbye. Wonder if I should make some of these helicopters fly dudes in. Oh, he also moved on to a building. This guy is going to be a pain to get rid of. Goodbye, fighter. If they build a scout now, I'm going to be a little mad. Okay, they aren't trying to pass. Are they even going to fight him? Wow. Dang it, I wanted this guy to do damage to their anti-air, but he's going to be too weak now, if not dead already. Yeah. Looks like dead already. That means I had to put bombers on this anti-air missile, and that's not fun. Well, do I? Let's see. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, I knew that guy was toast. Okay. Save again. We're getting close now. We're in that last push. You can just go ahead and finish this. I could blast this poor dude with my howitzer, but I feel like that's not a good use of my time or my turns. So So how I want this to go is I'm gonna have you... Oh, I have to supply first, that's right. Supply them both. Now, the inventory's not quite full, but I think this healing should still be enough to deal with the tank. Because if he weakens him now... He's got lower life than both of them. Yeah, I think I'm gonna win this fight with these two guys on buildings. Eventually, at least. Okay, wish I didn't have to, but I think I have to spend my bombers on this anti-air. Be nice to have someone hitting that missile, but I don't think I can. Oh well. They're only going to go for... Man, I hate it when I don't do much. Is it because they're on their building? Because they're going to repair now, too. Hopefully this will do a lot more. Still not quite enough, and they're going to repair up to 4, so they'll still be able to damage someone, but... Oh well. 1 and 3... Let's keep pushing. Their tank might go for him, though. Also, let's just take this guy out. Bye. I kind of forgot they still had a medium tank up here. Let's see. What's his health situation look like? 5. I really want to deal with this infantry guy. He's annoying me. Pew, 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 pew. Still not enough. I'm gonna have to spend 2 more guys on him, at least. The problem is that medium tank is almost certainly gonna go... Well, maybe I can protect him enough here. 1 left. Great. Let's finish him off. Boom. Let's get some... Can I even get some dudes close to him? Close enough. Drop this guy off here. He can still move towards the anti-air guy. This guy here. He's probably going to get hit by other units, but that's okay. Let's hit this guy. Any helicopters that need healing that still have ammo? You don't have ammo. Dang nabbit. Bummer. Can this bomber reach anyone? I don't think he quite can, unfortunately. Yeah. Sad. Oh, wait, actually. No, I don't think so. That's downwards. Yeah. Just moving forward. Wish that guy wouldn't go for the mech, but he's going to. I also still have like 1 more mech up here. Don't know what to do with him. I guess I can't drop him off yet, so I'll just have him hit him. He's gonna lose a bit of life on his mech, but that should be not too bad. And by too bad, I mean literally 2. Should I actually have this infantry attack the tank? Nah. Well, what if he starts running away? It'd be really annoying. I don't think I can get him, though. He's probably gonna run away. I'm gonna be annoyed. Because he can move faster than my guys. Okay. That's all for the fighting. Now we just do the final move stuff over. I'm definitely making progress into their base. Question is, will I be able to take it, or will I have to take buildings? Or will I be able to wipe them out? Not sure yet how this is gonna end. Carefully looking through every game coming from Broken Trigger. If you found 38 games not published by Nintendo. That's quite a few, actually. Pokemon Company's so complicated. Okay, I'm actually making money now. When I thought I might have been losing. I could have this guy fight. I think I want him just to be cannon fodder for 1 more round. I couldn't... Well, no, I can't merge yet until I drop the guy off. This guy also has no ammo. Okay, whatever. And the turn. They're gonna repair their anti-air guy, unfortunately. So he's gonna be able to hurt somebody. Not by much. 4 isn't too much. Some poor helicopter here, although my mechs are gonna be able to hit this guy finally soon. Anti-air missile or tanks are annoying because your bombers get hit by them. The best thing against them, honestly, is mechs. Oh, he's not running away, thank goodness. Okay, this guy's toast. Next turn. Oh, maybe not. I did any damage to me, though. Oh, no. I should be able to supply both of them, and then should be able to pick them off. Yeah, this guy's dead. That's fine. He held the line pretty well. Did a lot of damage to that medium tank. They don't like this guy. Dang it, I really want this guy to hit the anti-air missile, but they keep slowing me down. Or keep wanting mechs to do it, but I got another mech down there, though, I guess. They do not like the mechs I keep plopping onto that one spot. Copter. And that's it. Okay, copters are kind of nice because they give my copters something to do. Worthwhile. I'm definitely getting close. This mission. Okay. Bombers. One of them should be able to take this guy out. I could start taking the building. Although it might be nice just to move towards their base instead. I'm not sure. This howitzer, if I could get him close enough to the anti-air thing, that would be great. But I may need to just spend him to take out this tank instead. I think this should be enough to beat him, right? Yep. Again, I'm slightly curious as to what the exact math is behind everything, but... Oh. Supply these guys. Oh, maybe that's why my money was seeming a little lower, was because I was repairing these dudes up here often. Okay, this guy should not be lasting this turn. This should finish him, if not, bring him down to 1. Yeah. Alright, finally. That medium tank is gone. I was never really concerned, but he was just annoying. Start moving guys further. I guess this guy could actually be used to transport somebody. Well, no, he's gonna run out of fuel. What do we do here? Let's do like a... You fight this guy. You guys confuse. I could start covering up buildings. To stop their repair, or the building dudes. Still not sure how I want to... I think I might just start pushing towards home. Let's move this guy up here. Hit the anti-air, finally. Because even once he's weaker, then a bomber can do a lot more to him. How is that tank actually... Or this thing so well protected? Got a bomber, 2 bombers, 2 of these. I'm gonna save here. I really want to make sure each of my bombers, or at least each... I want to destroy these last 2 units in 1 hit. So let's see. Do you destroy them in 1 hit? Yes, you do. Bye. Good riddance. This guy's toast. I'm just gonna let him blast. Woo! I got one of them, though. That's kind of what I wanted. Wonder if a helicopter can finish this guy off. That is not who I want to attack. Bum 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 bum. It hurts. Actually, I could still deal with him with the helicopter. I just gotta get someone who can actually move up there. I don't think I have anyone that can actually move up there except for a guy with a load, and I'd rather not waste it. Oh wait, I got this guy. No, that's the guy with no ammo. Oh, it's annoying no matter what I do. This guy can't quite reach it, right? Oh, he can! I don't know how he got so far ahead. Sweet, I have one more bomber here attacking than I thought I did. Okay, that's one of them down. Also the last of the really nasty anti-airs. Why do I have so many guys with no ammunition? Let's bomb this dude. Can I finish him with this guy? Let's see. Yes, I can. Nice. It's going pretty well, I would say. Gonna have this guy then hit this guy. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, does he have any ammunition left, or is that his last shot? No, he's still got something, so let's go ahead and fuse. Trying to decide if I want to... Can I drop someone off if he's on the building? No. So I can either, like, finish off that APC with 1 health. Thing is, that's 1 health. You know what? I'm just gonna have my bomber go for the mech, I think. Lower their health more. He's not even on... I don't think this guy's on a building anyway, right? Yeah. So let's go ahead and drop him on him. I might win next turn, actually. We'll see. Depends on how much money they have and how much they can buy. I could even have him attack instead, but I think I'm gonna keep him back here. Let's go ahead and repair you with somebody. This guy, sure. Actually, I could block a building. Let's do blocking. Let's keep our numbers high. I got another guy coming in too soon. Bring in more infantry. This guy has no bullets. Should maybe fuse those two. Well, he only has 1 bullet too. He killed a medium tank just there, and earlier he killed an APC. He's done like a few things, but not much. I don't think he was a good buy. I think I could have spent that money on someone else instead. Howitzers are a bit better for defending, and I push. But my whole like general strategy is just to push, and I guess you have to push to win. So, I tend to not need them very much. They're actually pretty good units, but again, they're just not that good offensively. Because you can't move and fire. If you could move and fire on the same turn, they'd be a lot better. But that would make them kind of OP, probably. It's a balancing thing. Okay. I think that's everybody. Yep. I got an APC with 1, a mech with 4. They're gonna build. In fact, they're gonna be able to build a decent unit if they want to. They could build like a medium tank or something along those lines. But with the sheer number of helicopters and bombers, I feel like I should be able to take them out, no matter what they make. Also, I should have put my helicopter there on the right. Just block a building spot, but whatever. Watch as their trick here is they soft lock the game. Can't lose if you never play. They're taking a long time to think. It's got me slightly concerned. Okay, they're running away. Interesting. They can't do anything. They're gonna build, though. I kind of hope they build just a medium tank. Yeah, that's gonna be easier to take out. Honestly. Oh, the Eater was a real flop. You've already had it every game. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have one as a kid. I didn't even know. I don't even know if I knew it existed. It feels like Nintendo often made these, like, add-on things that didn't actually do that well. Alright, let's deal with everyone here. Why does everyone have 9 HP? Like, I don't think the 64 DD did good at all. I don't know how much their, I don't know how well their, like, Game Boy carts for the SNES did. Was there one for the NES too? I can't remember now. There's so much I get confused. Let's do mech versus mech, baby. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm winning this turn. Because my helicopters can do a lot of finishing touches here. Weren't people actually kind of not happy with the... No, I'm thinking of a different thing. Those giant cannon, or the ones that take forever to reload in Duck Game. Yeah, I see what you mean. All right, this is definitely a wipeout. Pop goes the APC. They could have popped that guy out and made me take 2 turns, but I don't think it would have made a difference. And for all that toil, this was a long one. I wasn't expecting this to take quite this long. Wipeout. No, all right, let's see what happens. How does this work? I'm not sure. Watch as you don't even get the map. It's just like a cheat code you put in. Red Star wins. I was Hygo. Dude with glasses. And they were freaking. Dude, it's the guy from arm wrestling. Alright, what happens here? Oh, shoot, it just goes right into it. Oh, snap. Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, I have no choice? I can't scroll back to the other maps now. Ending map. Shark. All right, I am going to take a break, but let's just take a glance at this. I'll show you guys. You probably have already seen it, but let's just see how nasty it is. So the big nasty thing is they start out with buildings. I do not. 4 airports. And look at all these units they start with. 4 medium tanks, 4 howitzers, a fighter, a bomber, 2 fighters and bombers. Dude's already ready to take the side islands. There are a lot of buildings on my side. And I have 4 airports as well. However, this is going to be tough. I think the play is we start with tons of infantry. And maybe eventually some copper mechs to fly up and take the side islands. But I need to take my island first. They're going to have so much money, though. Oh, it's going to be terrible. Taking buildings here is going to be important, though. Okay, anyway. Oh, I'm worried about this one. I'm probably not going to get... Well, either I'm going to stream long today or this might be a 2-parter. But anyway, I'm going to stop the timer for now. I'm going to take a quick break. See you guys in a few.